Any 3D platformer worth its weight in stars and jiggies has its fair share of boss fights, and Medievil is no exception. Over the course of its 20 plus levels, Medievil throws several different bosses in your direction for you to slice, smash, and shoot to smithereens. The following are the top 5 bosses in Medievil. Just remember that this is not just my opinion, it is fact. Number 5 is the Dragon in the Crystal Caves. Now this dragon would be up higher had it actually been the entire dragon that we get to fight. Instead, we only get to play whack-a-mole with its head, as it bounces around from one hole to the next as we try to knock crystals down onto his dome. With that said, the battle gets pretty intense about halfway through, as he suddenly gains the strength to shoot fire twice as far as he was before. Plus, it is a dragon after all. Any top list of boss fights has to have a dragon on it. Number 4 is the Sharded Glass Demon. The first boss fight in the game. The Sharded Glass Demon also happens to be one of the most conventional boss fights in the game. You run around avoiding his attacks, and then when he pauses, blast away at his heart with your crossbow. It is fairly simple yet entertaining, as the giant demon keeps you constantly on the move, jumping and rolling to avoid the shards of glass he throws your way. Number 3 is the Pumpkin Serpent. Besides the final boss, the Pumpkin Serpent is the only other boss that gets its own level. You must first attack several weak points laying around its vicinity to awaken this beast of a pumpkin, and when he does come alive, slash away at it while avoiding the many pumpkins it summons to do its bidding. It's a very unique boss fight that falls perfectly in line with the themes of the game, and it is great to see the stinking, rotting monstrosity that is left over after you get done slaying him. Number 2 are the Demonettes. Perhaps the coolest looking bosses in the entire game, these demons are resurrected after you open up the gates of hell in the Enchanted Earth level. You then enter their domain, which sees you trying to balance on a platform, while striking them down with ranged attacks. The fight is intense, as every few seconds you have to prepare yourself for the platform to tilt again, all while avoiding the attacks from the 2 demons. And number 1 is Zarok. It might be an obvious choice, but the number 1 boss fight in all of Medievil is the final boss. And to be specific, this is actually 2 boss fights in one, but we are going to count them together here. First, you must do battle with Karduk and his skeletal steed. I know I said that the Demonettes may have been the coolest looking bosses in the whole game, but the Fire Horse certainly gives those guys a run for their money. Karduk and his flaming horse run around the arena in circles, sending out shockwaves of fire that scorch everything within their radius. After defeating him, Zarok eventually takes the limelight. Only it isn't Zarok. It's a giant, deformed, half-lizard, half-demon version of himself. He spits out acid at you that is only avoidable by using your dash attack. You must then avoid his charges, and when he finally tries to recoup some of that spit energy, it's your turn to go in for the kill. It's a fun battle, and great way to end the game on a high note. If you like this video, and would like to see more top 5 lists in the future, along with first time playthroughs, reviews, and just general game discussion, subscribe below.